Hey, you playa. Most guys think that when they see a girl that they like, they should walk up to her, start talking to her, and ask her out. But this isn't the most effective way to get her to actually say yes to going out with you. You've been fed the lie that you should use the arrow technique, but what I want you to do is switch it up and start using the axe technique instead. When you spot your target, the girl you want to talk to and ask out, you pull that bow back and you shoot that arrow in her direction. You walk up to her, you start talking to her, you eventually ask her out in that conversation. Look, sometimes you shoot that arrow and it hits the target. Other times it's bound to miss. Trying to put everything in that singular conversation can be difficult. You're working up the courage to go talk to her. You're thinking of different conversation topics in the moment to keep her entertained. And you're flipping that coin, hoping when you do ask her out, she's going to say yes. And then if she rejects you, you're going to say, well, my approach sucked, or she just didn't like me, or I'm ugly, or come up with some other reason, when in reality, it's probably that she just didn't have enough time to truly get to know you. When you use the axe technique, it's totally different. You start by wedging your axe into one side of the tree to weaken it. This might mean approaching a girl, introducing yourself, and having a very brief conversation with her. Then you move around to the other side of the tree and start to hit that side as well. This might mean approaching the girl again later on in the night and having another brief conversation. As you keep attacking the tree from multiple sides, multiple times throughout the night, talking to that girl, you're going to start to notice the base of the tree is becoming weaker and it's going to fall down a lot easier. Let's say you spot a girl at a party, you walk up to her, start talking to her, introduce yourself, do all the basic things that I mentioned in the past, share interesting stories about yourself, ask her interesting questions, and then go deeper into the answers that she shares with you for those questions. You kind of let the conversation come to a natural conclusion. You basically say something to her like this: you're a really awesome person to talk to. I feel like we got a good vibe going on here. I got a friend over there that I haven't seen in forever that I need to catch up with, but I know for a fact destiny will bring us back together before the night is over. So I'll talk to you later. In that short conversation, you established a ton of different things. You let her see that you're confident by actually approaching her and starting a conversation. You also showed her that you're not needy. You're not an orbiter. You're not approaching her and going to linger around her for the rest of the night. You let her see that you also have other friends, other people to chat with. You're a sociable person. And you brought in the concept of destiny, where if you do talk to her later in the night, it's going to feel like fate brought the two of you together, which seems all the more romantic. Approach her again during the night and tell her, I knew fate was going to make our paths cross again. I was thinking about something you said earlier and I wanted to ask you more about it. What you're showing her is that she was on your mind. She's recognizing that there's something pulling the two of you together. And the more you do this throughout the night, the more it's going to seem inevitable that you would ask for her number. You can simply go into it and it's not going to feel like you're flipping a coin. You're going to feel like the odds are ever in your favor because you've invested enough time, even though they were small bursts of time, to get to know her. What if a girl leaves before I get to ask for her number? You have to use these techniques at your own discretion. If you feel like that girl is on her way out, shoot the arrow, take your chance, and see if you hit the target. But if you can play a bit of the longer game, do it right. Some guys might actually be doing it wrong in that they just have these small little conversations that don't really connect. They're just kind of too fun in nature, don't really allow you to really get on a deeper level with the girl every time you interact with her. And by the end of the night, she just thinks you're just some cool, friendly, fun guy that she just talked to and not someone she can actually romantically date. The most important thing you can do is to make sure that each interaction links up to build up that romantic attraction. Just talking to her is not going to be enough. You need to play this smart. You need to attack the tree from the right angle or it's going to fall on top of you. And if you feel like it's hard for you to have interesting conversations, let alone multiple ones throughout the night, check out the video over there on the screen now where I'm going to walk you through how to have deeper conversations with the girl by referencing things that you talked about with her prior. This is going to be a solid technique that's going to walk you through those tough moments. So check out the video and I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.